two options. You have one way of countering while you are still up on your feet. And if it goes really, really bad and you end up on the floor, you have one way of kind of, you know, reversing the situation or countering on the floor.
He throws people around. He picks them up and beats them with the earth. He's the most terrifying wrestler ever.
Ideally, you should not allow your opponent to win the inside, right? Because if they win the inside, they're very likely going to take you down. Freestyle wrestling, it's a very explosive sport, and obviously it's going to reward the active wrestler. The pin only takes 2 seconds, right? You take someone down to the floor, you compress them, and that's a pin. Now, if you control this part of his arm while you're up on the feet or on the ground, you're very likely going to work your way into a pinning situation, right? So this is why you should kind of never allow someone to have big control of this part of your arm, right? Now, let's say you've done a mistake. He managed to grab the inside of your arm. I've done a mistake, and Radu managed to grab and lock. And now he's turning his hips, and he's getting ready to launch me, all right, to throw me. So what I need to do here, I obviously need to come down, right? I need to lower my weight. If I don't lower my weight and shift it off his hips, I'm going to get thrown over, right? So I need to shift my hips off his hips and bring my weight down as low as I can. If I don't, he's going to pick me up. I'm going to find myself on my back. So as soon as I lower my weight, I'm going to pop my hips in and I'm going to take him down, right? So we have two options here. We're going to basically lateral drop them, or, you know, guys that already compete a few times, you're going to have to bring them over your head, right? So I'm here, as I said, Radu done a lot of wrong things, and I managed to, we've been wrestling, and I managed to win the inside. And I go in, and I pop my hips, right? So he's gliding off, he's coming in, and he's popping his hips. Easy, all right? So that's going to teach me a lesson now, not to do that again. So I'm here, right? As I said, I managed to win the inside. I move him around, I caught him, pop, drops, in. Now, I'm going to turn, he's going to turn, and he's going to drop now, sideways. All right? He's going to drop me sideways. Arm, in, pin. All right? Is everyone happy with this one? It's basically 2 steps. So I'm here, he glides off, and then he drops. All right? So literally 2 steps with this move. All right? If it goes really, really wrong, and then your opponent manages to secure your arm above the elbow, sinks his hips in properly, and then takes you all the way down to the floor, the last resort will be to literally just rolling him over. So I'm here, I'm taking him all the way down the floor, he just breathes all the way over. As I said, if it goes really, really wrong, and then he manages to secure his grip above the elbow, you know, back steps, hips go really deep, and then he manages to take you all the way down the floor, as a last resort will be to squeeze hard around his waist, keep the hips as close as possible to his hips, and just bridge him over. So there will be the last resort in order to defend the head toss. Here, there you go. That's it. Cool. Thanks, Radu.